Have you ever felt that life is a vast, indifferent stage? A ceaseless torrent of moments that appear and vanish without purpose? In a world where every encounter seems fleeting and every smile dissolves into the backdrop of daily existence, our relationships can sometimes feel like mirages, brief, elusive, and insubstantial. Yet, what if each act of sincere connection were a deliberate, rebellious stand against this cosmic indifference? Imagine that every heartfelt conversation, every courageous embrace, and every shared glance is not merely a fleeting distraction, but a profound declaration of hope. A defiant claim that even in an absurd universe, our bonds matter. Today, we set out to explore how Albert Camus, the master of absurdism, redefines the nature of love and solidarity. In his vision, our relationships are not escapes from the void. They are powerful acts that infuse our lives with meaning and beauty, challenging the notion that existence is inherently empty. Albert Camus was a French-Algerian writer, philosopher, and journalist, whose work continues to inspire those questioning the very fabric of existence. Although many mistakenly label him as an existentialist, Camus embraced absurdism, a philosophy that confronts the collision between our innate desire for meaning and the universe's unyielding silence. In seminal works like The Myth of Sisyphus and The Plague, Camus lays out the stark reality. The cosmos offers no preordained purpose, no hidden order waiting to be uncovered. Yet, within this very void lies our freedom. Camus argued that acknowledging life's absurdity is not a path to despair, but rather the first step toward reclaiming our power. When we face the truth that meaning is not given, but must be created, every act of love, every act of solidarity becomes a personal revolution, a way to imprint our values onto an indifferent world. In other words, by choosing to care, by daring to form genuine connections, we refute the notion that our lives are meant to be barren or void. It is this philosophy of courageous self-determination that beckons us to look within, to discover that our capacity for love is our most potent weapon against the vast emptiness. For Camus, love is much more than an escape from isolation. It is an audacious commitment to confront life's inherent meaninglessness head-on. In his view, love is an act of rebellion against a universe that offers no assurances or rewards. Whether manifested as the passionate embrace between lovers or the steadfast, quiet compassion between friends, love is the declaration that our emotional lives are richer than the sum of worldly absurdities. When you dare to let someone in, when you expose your flaws, your hopes, and your secret sorrows, you are engaging in an act of defiance. That risk, that vulnerability, is what transforms mere emotion into a profound source of strength. In a world that can sometimes appear cold and indifferent, every genuine moment of love becomes a luminous spark, a beacon that affirms your existence and redefines the notion of value. Camus insists that by investing in relationships, you convert your suffering into a shared triumph. Every gesture, no matter how small, is proof that even if the cosmos is unconcerned, your human connections are fiercely significant. Beyond individual relationships, Camus places immense value on solidarity, the collective act of joining forces with others to defy the isolation of modern life. In The Plague, Camus presents a vivid tableau where communities unite amid calamity, finding strength and dignity in their shared suffering. Solidarity is not a passive consolation. It is an assertive stand that challenges the existential void. Consider a community coming together in the aftermath of a crisis, where every helping hand, every word of comfort, and every collective effort builds a fortress of mutual support. These moments of unity remind us that no one is truly alone. When we choose solidarity, we acknowledge that our fates are intertwined, that each of us, despite our imperfections, has the power to uplift another. This shared journey transforms individual pain into collective resilience and turns fleeting moments into lasting, luminous connections. In embracing solidarity, you do more than just survive. You thrive by weaving your life into the rich tapestry of human experience. There is a profound paradox in our pursuit of meaningful relationships within an absurd universe. On one hand, we yearn for stability and permanence. On the other, the very nature of existence is transient and unpredictable. Yet, it is precisely this inherent impermanence that gives depth and poignancy to our connections. Every embrace, every shared conversation is ephemeral, and that fleeting quality makes each moment of true connection even more precious. When you accept that no relationship can be eternal, you begin to cherish every encounter for what it truly is: a brilliant flash of authenticity amid the ever-changing cosmic landscape. This acknowledgement transforms vulnerability into a celebrated strength. Rather than fearing the loss of connection, you come to see each moment as a bold, defiant stance against the inevitable tide of isolation. In this delicate dance between attachment and release, every genuine interaction is a triumph, a fleeting yet powerful rebellion against the notion that life is devoid of meaning. Imagine a couple who, despite knowing that nothing is guaranteed, choose to face life's unpredictable twists hand in hand. Their relationship is not built on the promise of an eternal future, but rather on the courage to share their vulnerabilities every day. Picture them starting each morning with a quiet ritual, a shared cup of coffee, a gentle touch, a look that speaks volumes. Each moment an act of defiance against the indifferent march of time. In their togetherness, they find a sanctuary where uncertainty is not feared, but embraced. They acknowledge that every challenge, every unexpected loss, and every small joy is part of a grander, unpredictable mosaic. Their commitment is not about chasing an elusive perfection. It is about celebrating the raw, unedited beauty of two lives interwoven against the odds. This romance, defined by its resilience and authenticity, stands as a vibrant testament that even in an absurd universe, love can be a source of inexhaustible strength. Beyond romance lies the invaluable realm of friendship and community. In the quiet interludes of daily life, a shared meal, a candid conversation, or simply the mutual understanding of silent solidarity, we find the essence of human connection. Camus' insights remind us that true friendship is an intentional act of defiance against isolation. When you engage sincerely with others, you weave together a tapestry of support that transforms loneliness into collective hope. These relationships, forged in moments of genuine interaction and shared empathy, remind us that our value is not determined by external validations, but by the connections we nurture. Whether gathered around a table in a moment of celebration or coming together during times of crisis, every act of reaching out validates our shared humanity and reiterates that meaning is something we create together. In a world that can often feel fractured and distant, these bonds are the light that dispels darkness, affirming that the strength of community is both transformative and enduring. So how can you actively build relationships that defy the void? Consider these practical steps inspired by Camus' timeless insights. 1. Embrace vulnerability. Allow yourself to be seen genuinely. Remove the masks that hide your authentic self, even if it means exposing your flaws. True connection is born from openness and honesty. 2. Create rituals of connection. Establish regular routines that foster deep interaction. A weekly dinner with loved ones, a daily check-in call, or simple shared activities that ground you in the present. These rituals serve as anchors that maintain and nourish relationships. 3. Practice active empathy. In moments of conflict or misunderstanding, strive to listen first. Acknowledge that each person carries their own burdens and uncertainties. By responding with compassion rather than judgment, you create space for healing and mutual growth. 4. Celebrate impermanence. Cherish every small, transient moment, a smile, a touch, a shared laugh, as a powerful counterpoint to life's unpredictability. Recognize that the fleeting nature of connection is what makes it uniquely valuable. 5. Engage in community endeavors. Involve yourself in collective projects, volunteer groups, or creative collaborations. These shared experiences build a sense of belonging and reinforce the idea that our strength lies in unity. Incorporating these practices into your life transforms ordinary interactions into profound statements of resistance against isolation. Each deliberate act of connection is a victory, a personal and communal stand that reaffirms the possibility of meaning in an otherwise indifferent world. In our contemporary era, where social media and digital communication often reduce relationships to fleeting interactions, Camus's call for authenticity is more crucial than ever. Many of us feel distanced, trapped in curated online personas that never fully capture our true essence. Yet, by reconnecting with the timeless wisdom of genuine human interaction, we can rebuild our lives on deeper, more satisfying foundations. Whether it's through face-to-face conversations, community gatherings, or simply taking a moment to genuinely listen to someone, each authentic engagement is a step toward reclaiming the human spirit. Today's therapists, social activists, and creative communities echo Camus' philosophy, urging us to value substance over superficiality, and to understand that true freedom is found not in isolation, but in our shared human journey. By nurturing authentic relationships, you not only enrich your own life, but also contribute to a collective tapestry of hope and resilience. In the final analysis, Albert Camus teaches us that even though the universe may seem indifferent, our power lies in our ability to create meaning through connection. Love and solidarity are not mere refugees from the void. They are our boldest statements of defiance against life's inherent absurdity. Every shared moment, every act of kindness, every courage-fueled choice to be authentic is a radiant rebellion, an assertion that our lives matter despite cosmic indifference. As you move forward, ask yourself, how can you transform the everyday into a declaration of genuine connection? What steps will you take to embrace vulnerability and create bonds that defy the cold logic of an indifferent universe? The journey towards authentic living is challenging, but every act of heartfelt connection is a stepping stone toward a life filled with meaning and beauty. Thank you for joining me on this journey.